Number 1, Ella Foster of Topeka High School. Ella is the daughter of Cody and Jim Foster. High school coach is Corinne Reed. Number 1 for the blue team, Carly Pinjeris of Blue Valley West High School. Carly is the daughter of Larry and Michelle Pinjeris. Her high school coach is Jessica Horsey. Number 2 for the red team, Olivia Giochi of Middle Valley High School. Number 2 for the blue team, Avery Willie of Shawnee High School. Her high school coach is Sandy Kearney. Number 3 for the red team, Paige Hyman of Silver Lake High School. High school coach Sarah Johnson. Number 3 for the blue team, Kendall Moore of Elementary High School. Greg Maxwell. Number 4 for the red team, Reagan Whiteman of Ellenwood High School. High school coach Greg Maxwell. Number 4 for the blue team, Reese Stuhlsatz. High school coach Gina Clark. Number 5 for the red team, Ava Romero. High school coach Christy Doyle. Number 5 for the blue team, Brooke Doyle of the First High School. High school coach Christy Doyle. Number 6 for the red team, Jade Chu of the Portland High school coach Deanna Jones and Chu. Number 6 for the blue team, Tammy Shear of the Volleyball High School. High school coach Katie Hofstadter-Griffin. Number 7 for the red team, Hayden Meeks of Gardner Anderson High School. High school coach Michaela Bowden. Number 7 for the blue team, James Stewart of Reading County High School. High school coach, Gordon Stewart. Number 8 for the red team, Catherine Engel of Halstead High School. High school coach, Diana Shue. Number 8 for the blue team, Ava Smith of Valley Heights High School. Daughter of Stephen Smith, high school coach, Susan Steinberg. Number 9 for the red team, Elise Paxton of Ellsworth High School. Daughter of Stephen Paxton, high school coach, Christy Rodriguez. Number 9 for the blue team, Jaden Goldberg of Blue Valley Boys High School. Daughter of Goldberg, high school coach is Matt Allen. Number 10 for the red team, Stella Hill of Washburn Girls High School. High school coach, Kevin Gordon.
It doesn't show how many sets each team has won, so you can just mention that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure that's going to be changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 10 for the blue
I'll
team,
change it in a second.
Emerson Waldron of Keeper High School. Daughter of James Eddie Waldron, high school coach, Ashton Mills. Number 11 for the red team, Neely Leather of Orlando West High School. Daughter of David Henry, high school coach, Amy Costello-Griffith. Number 11 for the blue team, Brenda Zella, Rock Creek High School. Daughter of Sarah and Susan Zella. High school coach, Allie Sen. Number 12 for the red team, Delaney Childs of Nickerson High School. Daughter of Jake and Childs. High school coach, Chris Wade. Number 12 for the blue team, Emma Parker of Lake Northwest High School. Daughter of Hannah and Christy Parker. High school coach, Riley Shingle. And number 13 for the red team, Erica Feldman of Little River High School. Daughter of Sean coaches for tonight's match were selected for their contributions to sport volleyball in Kansas. They represent each of the 6 classification schools. Here are tonight's coaches. For the blue team, head coach representing Class 2A, David Schuler from North Carolina. Assistant coach representing Class 6A, Nicole Jones from Manhattan High School. And assistant coach representing Class 4A, Allie Smith from For the red team, head coach representing Class 3A, Crystal Bontrager from Bolton High School. Assistant coach representing Class 1A, Amy Potts from Glen High School. And assistant coach representing Class 5A, Shannon Funk from Hayes High School. Our officials for tonight's match are well known throughout the state of Kansas. Both have officiated multiple state tournament matches over the years. They have volunteered their time tonight to oversee the activities on the court. They are Leslie McGinnis and Tina Johnson. At this time, we need players and coaches to return to your benches and parents to return to your seats as we prepare to honor our technicians. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your hats as we honor America as the people from Martin Plain High School sing the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly ringed at the twilight's last gleam? Those broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous sky, forever free one, were so gallantly streamed, and rockets recollect the bombs bursting in air, getting through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of and
And our national anthem sung beautifully by Hayden Olson. She's from Garden Plain High School. And with that, let's begin. The first Saturday in June brings us to an event that has garnered the status being an annual summertime favorite. It'll be the 40th time that the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match is staged. Some of the best of the class of 2026 from the Sunflower State have been brought together in one place. The competitors have completed their high school careers with tremendous flair. The accolades are many and include state championships won, all-state honors earned, academic success, and community involvement. So greetings, folks. From Whiting Fieldhouse on the campus of Washburn University, I am Mark Ewing, working alongside Kylie Corneliuson. She's better known as the head coach of Mill Valley. So, Kylie, welcome to our telecast.
Thank you.
Now, how big of an honor is it to be selected for the KVA All-Star Game?
I think it's a huge honor. There's so many talented kids in this state, and to see them all play on one court is exciting.
It is exciting, especially since most of them are all-state, all-league. But this is a little bit different honor because not only you have to be a good athlete, you have to be a good student.
Yeah, all these kids are great on the volleyball court, but obviously they're awesome people off the court, or they wouldn't have been nominated to be here today.
All right, the blue team will be in the far court. The lineup of 12 will feature Olathe West product Cammie Shear, who's headed to Xavier. Teammates include a quartet of players who will suit it for MIAA schools, Emporia State, Fort Hays State, Pitt State, and right here at Washburn University. 2 of its members played on state championships teams in the fall. At least 10 of the 12 will be playing volleyball at their college of choice next year. Meanwhile, for the Red, of 13 members, includes Air Force Academy bound Nellie Leathers of Olathe West. 2 future members of Washburn University's volleyball squad are getting a sneak peek at their future home. A total of 5 future MIAA conference players are on the team, as well as future student athletes in the Heart America Conference, the KCAC, Jayhawk Junior College Conference, and even the Southland Conference. 2 of its players were part of state championship teams in the fall. At least 11 members of the 13 will be playing volleyball at their college of choice. They'll do so next year. That's what all-star teams are all about, right, Kylie? To be playing college at the next level, to have your final high school event. This is a great place to do it.
Yes, for sure.
All right, the blue squad will line up with starters. Avery Willie will start alongside Kendall Moore from Ellenwood. Reese Stuhlsatz is from Garden Plain. Cammie Shear from Olathe West. The blue team will serve. They are in the far court. And we are underway. The KVA All-Star match from Topeka underway, and a big kill on the left side. And they set that up nicely, did they not, the red squad? So it's 1-0. Red will take the serve, and serving from the red side is Hayden Meach. She's from Gardner Edgerton. She is among the athletes here. Will be playing at Washburn University next year. Her service to the back row. Serve to the left side, trying to set up to the middle, over the net. And Zoo from the left side is the action back and forth. Good volley early on in this all-star match. Set up in the middle, and the point is scored by the red squad's Olivia Zioki. Olivia Zioki is from Mill Valley, so she's certainly an all-star and someone you're very familiar with.
Yeah, excited to see her get another kill there.
On the backside, the serve is an ace. So give the first ace of the match to the red squad and make it 3-0 with Hayden Meach serving. By the way, Gardner Edgerton, 6A school. Among the 6A talent on hand here. Blue trying to set it up, get it over the net. And then the right side, trying to find the back row. They do so. And that return was from Reagan Widener. Reagan Widener was the Class 2A Volleyball Player of the Year in Class 2A. And as we talked about, Carly, earlier, it's nice to see the small schools and the large schools together. 4-0 is our score, 4-0 run for the red team. And serving back row. From the libero, Zoo. Back row save. Trying to work over the double block. They do so. Reds on a 4-0 run to start things. And then a serve back into the net. The volley from Jade Zoo. And the blue is on the scoreboard for the very first time. I mentioned large schools, small schools together. What's the challenge like that? As Ava Smith checks in from Valley Heights High School, one of those small school standouts that are in the match.
Yeah, I think that it's awesome to see them play together, but it's definitely different small school compared to the large school, the speed of the game is definitely a lot different.
Well, Jaden Goldberg serves into the net. Starters for the blue squad, by the way, Avery Willie, Kendall Moore from Ellenwood, Reese Stulsatz is from Garden Plain, Cammie Shear from Olathe West, Emerson Waldron, Brenda Zella from Rock Creek. Blue team scores another point, and the libero is Carly Pangeris. So the red team gets the serve right back. And that's not true. Blue got the serve right back. So blue 5-2 is our score, not 6-1. Serve to the left side. Zoo goes to the back row. Trying to set up the kill from the left side. It's out of play. So 6-2 is now our score. Red squad up in front. The volleyball is all about runs, isn't it? Time to get the momentum. And a run at this point in an all-star game, if you can get 3 or 4 points in a row, that's pretty good, isn't it, Carly?
Yeah, it's advantage and momentum is what the game is about.
All right, serve to the back row. And the ace is delivered. So red squad out to a 7-2 advantage. It's the second ace for the red squad. And Kylie, with your back-to-back state championships, and that must just have been a great honor to really have that kind of talent and get on the kind of run that you guys did during your years at Mill Valley.
Yes, it was a fun time.
Kill left side, it's going to be in play. So the red squad's Catherine Engel. She is from Halstead at 3A school. She was plays in the CKL, state champs her junior year. And the serve continues for Stella Kelly of Washburn Rural, one of the Topeka standouts. Tried to find the line, and this one going to stay with the red squad. So that one was just out of bounds. So a 4-0 run, and a timeout is called on the floor at the moment. I'm going to keep it here for the moment because I wanted to mention the Hall of Fame coaches. That was announced prior. This was a full day of activities. So earlier in the day, the 13th class of Hall of Fame candidates were inducted into the KVA All-Star Game. The newest members included Sandy Arnold. She's the head volleyball coach at Hillsboro. Steve Martini, longtime official, special contributor to the sport of volleyball. Jason Peters, coach and special contributor to volleyball. KVA Executive Board's award coordinator. And Cassie Valentine, her maiden name was Waite. She was a highly decorated multi-sport athlete from Gardner Edgerton, became a standout libero at University of Kansas. Kansas Player of the Year 3 times, and a pole vault champion 3 times. 13-foot pole vaulter. Any of those names, Kylie, come to mind?
Yes, I remember watching her play at Gardner and KU.
Serve continues to the red squad, and an ace is delivered. It's the third ace from the red team, which hits double digits, and an 8-point advantage at 10-2. The serve continues for Stella Kelly, who's a Centennial League first teamer in 2025. And as good as a server she's been, and she's an assist weapon. She had 886 assists during her career at Washburn Rural. That's just this year. Return. And the serve will go back to the blue squad. So the blue, I mentioned their starters. This is Emma Parker. She's from Olathe Northwest. She's 5'7" tall. She's headed to Kansas on an academic scholarship. Pass to the right side. Zoo, double block at the net. And the return goes out of bounds. So the red gets the serve right back. So the blue have been one and done. And here's a future Emporia State Hornet. As Jade Shue out of Emporia High School. She won't have to travel very far. In fact, she's already enrolled at Emporia State, did so for the spring semester. Double block of the net. Included in the block was Delaney Childs. She runs 6'1". She's the tallest athlete. If you got a 6-footer and a 6'1" player at the net, that's a pretty good combination.
Yes, that's a coach's dream.
12-3, a 9-point advantage for the red squad, and this serve goes into the net. So it'll go right back to the blue squad. Teams can substitute what they want to. Avery Willie getting set to check in for the blue squad, and she's going to serve. Avery Willie's out of Shawnee Heights, another Topeka standout. She's a defensive specialist. So Kylie, I'm going to ask you exactly what a defensive specialist is right after she serves. In fact, I'll do it now. What is a defensive specialist?
So they pretty much do, their job is to pass the ball, but they don't have the libero jersey on. So they are the second best passer on the team.
Well, serve coming. Zhu, the dig. They got to get it over the net now, and this one's going to land short. So the blue, for a rare occasion, is going to put back-to-back points together. It's 12-5, a 7-point advantage for the red squad with the blue continuing. Willie, who plays out of the UKC League, she had 27 aces on the season during her senior year. Trying to set up the left side. Gets it to the back row. Pass from the right to the left, and a double block at the net. But it goes into the hands of Delaney Childs. The return is out of bounds. So the blue squad gets the point back. They've got 3 in a row now at 12-5. So at least a slight bit of a rally from the blue squad. As Willie continues her serves. In addition to the 27 aces, 222 digs, as well as 19 assists on the season. And at 5'6", an adjustment being made. That happens often, doesn't it? That antenna when you have to stop play and get it adjusted. Shows you how hard they're hitting, I guess. Those antennas are pretty durable, are they not?
Yeah, hitting it hard enough to fall off.
So 12-6 is our score. The red team has doubled up the blue for the moment, but the blue on what is a 3-0 run at the moment. This serve is long. And so back to the other side we will go. The officials chosen for tonight's match have also been chosen based on their own achievements, accolades, and respect. Leslie McGinnis and Tina Johnson, congratulations to both of them as the libero serves, double block into the net. And for the red squad, Olivia Zioki, she's got great timing up front, does she not? Your Mill Valley product.
Yes, she can jump out of the gym. That's for sure.
All right, so 13-7 is our score. So that block was into the net. Zioki this time makes it count. So back the other way there we go. Oh, yeah, you said it.
Seen that before.
So 14-7 is our score. Red leading blue. And substitutions are made. They're going to be pretty liberal in this game, but you can't go wrong with a substitute. There's no such thing as the B squad. The B team does not exist. As Neely Leathers from Olathe West will serve. She serves to the back row. Dig is made, trying to set up the right side. Does so. And then a double block and big hit for the blue squad's Kendall Moore. She's out of Ellenwood. And another 2A star comes to the forefront. The Central Prairie League 3-time first teamer comes through. And the serve will go right back to the blue squad. It's 14-8. So 6-point advantage. The red squad is led from the get-go. This to the back corner. Dug out by Carly Pangeris, and then a whistle. The red team's going to get the point. So 15-8 is our score. Good crowd on hand. A lot of parents, of course, a lot of relatives and fans of volleyball have jammed into a Whiting Fieldhouse. And this serve is going to be an ace. So they let it go, they did. The red squad picks up its 4th ace. And to the middle, not handable. The blue squad's Kendall Moore, the young product from Ellenwood. She's 6'1" tall. She'll be playing at Emporia State next year. And what a return for her right in the middle. The score goes to 16-10. So blue team substitutes. Valley North, she's an Eastern Kansas League product. The EKL is a tough league, is it not, Kylie?
Yeah, in my opinion, it's probably the best league in Kansas.
This return goes out of bounds, 16-11. The return from the red squad. Blue gets the point to make it 16-11. And back to serve, Jaden Goldberg continues her serve. Gets to the back row, couldn't dig it out. Carly Pangeris did her best. But now it's a 4-point advantage, a 3-0 run for the blue squad as they pull back within 4 of the red team. So a little rally being put on. The lead was as many as 8 for the red squad, but the blue squad has come back. Pass in the middle, and nicely done. Nice assist as well. That's the key, is it not? Getting the ball placed in a place where you can kill it is important. So 17-12 is our score. The serve is long, so make it 17-13. Back to a 4-point advantage. Of course, we're playing to 25. You do have to win by 2. Even though it's an all-star game, it's high school rules. And serving for the blue squad, this is Pangeris. Goes to the back row. The serve is going to be long. And I think it's probably a good point of contention that they haven't played volleyball, probably playing volleyball all year, but they haven't been in a game competition like this for a while. There's got to be a little rust, right?
Yeah, this is a weird period because their nationals is in April, and so some of them haven't played in a while, I'm sure.
Kelly serving. She's out of Washburn Rural again, 6A school, among the 6A participants. Nicely dug. Left side, got to get it over the net. Double block placed on the left side, and then another attempt. Back to the back row. Dug out. But the Reds' Catherine Engel, who's headed to Nebraska, gets the point, and the Red gets it back. So 19-13, and now a 6-point advantage. Serve to the back row. Ava Smith digs it out, but right to the front of the net. And that is going to be Delaney Childs. She's out of Nickerson, going to play college volleyball at Dodge City next year. And the first team to 20 in this first set of 5 in this KVA All-Star match would be the red team. They lead the blue by a score of 20-13. Kelly continues her serve to the back row. Dugout. Right side, Zoo. The double block. Ava Smith was there on the block. And this will go back to the blue squad. It's 20-14. Back to a 6-point advantage. And into substitute, this is Emma Parker back to serve as she goes back to that back wall. She's, again, headed to KU as an academic scholarship, and she's out of the Sunflower League. So the Sunflower League and the EKL must cross paths. Is that right, Carly?
Yeah, they play each other all the time, and got a lot of talent between the two leagues.
Smith on the return. Libero pulls it out. Smith's going to get an opportunity here from left side. She's going to push it through. So give the kill to the 2A Player of the Year in 2024 and a 2-time All-State product, Ava Smith with the kill. It's 20-15 now as the blue squad trying to rally here, down by 5, trailed by as many as 8. The red squad has led set number 1 from the get-go. Pass to the right side. Zoo through a block. Zoo will get another attempt. In the middle. Set to the right side. Going to set to the middle. A tip to the backside. And here's Smith. Smith's going to have to work around the antenna and does so, but the return is long. And the red squad up 21-15. Zoo to serve. Back row, trickled it over the net. Serving the left side, tried to set up a double block. Left side to the right. Gonna have to get it over the net on this return. They do so. Libero Pangeris pulls it out. Here's Smith. Smith on the right side into a double block. And among those in on the block was Delaney Childs, and it's now 22-15 for the red squad. And here's Zoo to serve, back row. Right side to the left, back to a double block. The return is out of bounds, so it's going to go back to the blue squad. And it's now 22-16 as into the contest checks Avery Willie. The blue squad is coached by David Schuler. He's the Jeff County North head coach, class of 81. The red squad is coached by Crystal Bonetrager. She's from Holton, graduated, in fact, from Holton in 2003. Served to the right side through a double block. Red can't come up with it, and it's going to go right back. Stay with the blue squad. So 22-17 is our count. As Willie serving. Willie, right-handed serve, goes to the back row. The red squad is going to have to get it over the net. This time they do so. Pangeris set up in the middle, tried to find the far corner. They did so. The blue squad's Brooke Doyle. She's out of McPherson, a Class 4A school, of course. And the 5'9 product, who will play her volleyball at Johnson County next year, scores the point. And it's 22-18. Blue squad on a 3-0 run as they close the gap to 4. Left side, back row. The return's going to be long, and the blue squad will continue their run. The longest run now for the blue squad at 5 points, and the gap is closed to 3 at 22-19. Willie to continue her serve. She's been on the run. Back row, Foster, the libero, nicely dug out by Pangeris. Double block, and the return is out of bounds. The blue squad will continue its run. 7-0 run unofficially, and it's now a 2-point match, and a timeout is called. Okay, Coach, I get to ask you, if you're ahead by 2 points and the other team is on a run like this, what's your theme?
Well, you're trying to ice the server, and then you've got to pass the ball to the net and get out of it. They have the momentum. We talked about momentum earlier. So really it's just one ball to carry the momentum back to the red team. But the blue team has the momentum, so they got to stop them here, or it could flip sides really quickly.
All right, well, it's a big difference between being up 2 and down 2, is it not?
Yes.
All right, so Kylie Corneliuson is my color analyst. If you missed the introduction, she's the head coach at Mill Valley. In fact, I must tell you that you have a camp that you just ran, and one of my friends' daughter was in your camp.
Really?
She just texted me on this telecast.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's a good camp, I take it.
She
She was very impressed with you.
Oh,
so.
Good. It was a lot of fun. We had almost 100 elementary kids there, and it was just so fun to see so many kids excited about the sport.
And that's starting young is really the theme of how you get to play in an all-star game someday, is it not?
Yes.
22-20 is our score. Following the timeouts called by Bone Traeger and David Schuler, blue squad serves to the front row, trying to set it from the left side. Tried to find some room, didn't. But the block is out of bounds, so the run is stopped at 7-0, and it's 23-20. So now the red squad is 2 points away from winning this. And serving will be Ella Foster. She's out of Topeka Hayden High School. Service to the back row. Set up in the middle. Blocked up front, but into the net. And the point is going to go to the blue squad. The score is holding at 23-21. And they off the antenna. It's a 1-point match now, 23-22. How about that? All the way back from 8 points, and the blue team has a chance to tie it. Cammie Shear here from Olathe West High School serves from the left side behind that server's line, and in the middle, Zioki. Left side toward the middle, dug out by the red squad, trying to set up from the left side, dug out. Another opportunity. From the right side, tried to tip it over a couple blockers, did so. 1-point match, and it's at the net. The point's going to go to the blue squad, and we are tied up at 23 apiece in this all-star contest. How about that?
This is the score we want for an all-star game.
It's 23-all, and the serve will continue for Cammie Shear. And trickled over the net. Red had to dig it out, did so. To the left side, tried to find an open space. They do so. Red squad's Paige Hyman, who's headed to Highland, comes through, and substitutions are coming. Red squad goes up by a single point, 24-23. So this is set point for the red squad, as back to serve will be the red squad's Neely Leathers out of Olathe West, headed to Air Force, plays in the Sunflower League. She was a 6A all-tournament choice. Back row, blue trying to dig it out, trying to keep this going. The red squad comes through with a point, and it's concluded. Game one goes to red over blue, 25-23. We'll take a break here. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
From Gardner Edgerton to Greeley County, and from Valley Heights to Mill Valley, from east to west, north and south, from volleyball powerhouse schools in between the borders of the state, the Kansas Volleyball Association's All-Star Match is celebrating its 40th birthday in a showcase event featuring the best of the Sunflower State. I'm Mark Ewing, working beside Kylie Corneliuson of Mill Valley, and with this event now in its 40th season, the great thing that the Kansas Volleyball Association does, among other things, Kylie, is really celebrating its past, and volleyball certainly has changed in the 40 years that it is. When you talk about the history of volleyball to your current team or even with your coaches, what comes to mind?
I just think that the athletes have evolved. You know, we've gotten kids in the gym younger, and they just continue to get better and better from a young age. So I think, you know, these athletes nowadays are putting in so much more time dedicated to just volleyball. So we've seen the level of play across the state get a lot better.
My Team Gear is a proud sponsor of the Kansas Volleyball Association. For all your apparel needs, go to myteamgear.com. Affordable prices, quick turnaround, and quality products for your team on any occasion. My Team Gear is the ultimate source for screen printing, embroidery, banners, promotional products, and more. Visit My Team Gear for more information. I briefly, Kylie, mentioned the officials early on, so let me do that again. I'm not sure I gave them the credit that they need, but they're chosen to orchestrate because they too are all-stars. Leslie McGinnis and Tina Johnson, congratulations to both on their selection to run the show for us tonight. And Kylie, I think you'd agree, you can't have a high school event of this quality without the officials, and especially at the state tournament level. I'm always impressed. It's a really quick game, and I don't think it's that easy to officiate. You really have to be really zoned in. Would you agree?
Yeah, especially the touches at the net and the level of play. The ball's going so fast. It's not easy. That's for sure.
Right. Red squad defeated the blue squad by a score of 25-23 in set number one. During that set, 4 aces from the red squad that led by as many as 8 points. The blue squad put on a gallant rally and pulled themselves back into the match. On the court for the blue squad, the starters for this one include Avery Willie from Shawnee Heights, Ellenwood's Kendall Moore. Those two are joined by Brooke Doyle of McPherson, Jaden Stewart of Greeley County, Ava Smith of Valley Heights. Brenna Zeller of Rock Creek is also on the floor. Those are the 6 starters. Carly Pancheris is the libero. Meanwhile, for the red squad, Ella Foster will continue her role as the libero. She is joined by Paige Hyman of Silver Lake, Ava Romero of McPherson, Catherine Engel of Halstead, Ellsworth's Elise Haxton, Stella Kelly of Washburn Rural, Delaney Childs of Nickerson. I should mention an all-star that was scheduled to play but is injured, Erica Feldman from Little River. She's a 1A Division I product, the 6'2" future basketball player at Fort Hays State. She was injured and not able to play. So unfortunate for Erica Feldman, but I certainly wanted to mention her. So the red squad will serve here for match number 2 as the blue squad served set number 1. And to the back row, trying to set the left side. The tip is made. And serve goes from right to left, trying to work through a couple of blockers. Ella Foster digs it out, and then to the back row. The return is long from Romero, and the first team on the scoreboard will be the blue squads. They lead by a score of 1-0. What was your takeaway from set number 1? What did you see other than a lot of talent?
I think that, they're all new playing with each other, so the beginning of the game was a little rough, but they figured it out, and it was awesome towards the end.
I'm always impressed that they can figure it out as quickly as they do. In basketball, certainly my sport, you can play pickup basketball. It's not great, but you can pick it up. Is volleyball kind of the same or not?
Yeah, volleyball you can't really play pickup, you can, but it's hard. It's a more organized sport, I would say, than basketball.
At the net, Kendall Moore of Ellenwood. The small school products, we've mentioned several of them. Kendall Moore is a first-teamer in state. And she was tied academically, was Kendall Moore, number 1. That's grade point average, so co-valedictorian. How about that? Block at the net. Double block that time. It was snuck through on the blue squad's double block on the right side by Angle. And the red squad will get their first opportunity. Actually, their second opportunity to score points. They're down by a score of 2-1. Do a double block. A score, and the point is scored by Ava Romero. So we're tied at 2 apiece. That's our first tie in the set. And for the red squad, it is Elise Haxton. From right to left, back to the back row, whistle, and the point is going to go back to the red squad. So the red squad is the home team, by the way. Blue squad is a visiting team on the scoreboard. I have to remember that. 1 point advantage for the red squad. Blue scored 2 to start the match. Double block, and nicely done by Romero, who teams up with Paige Hyman. 5'10" and the 5'8" product from McPherson double team the block, and it's now 4-2 as the red squad is on a 4-0 run. Right side to the left through a double block, and the tip is nicely made. Catherine Engel, student body secretary, and the pep rally host comes through with a big point for the red squad. And it's a 5-0 run as this match rolls pretty quickly. Haxton continues her serve. Left side to the right. Cross court return and finds an open space, and the blue squad will get the point back. So the day that goes on today, there's a banquet. There's a lot of things going on. And Kylie, this is really a cool kind of event, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not just a volleyball game. You know, they're being recognized before at a banquet, and it's a big deal.
All right, serve coming from the back row. Double block, and point's going to go to the blue squad. So a 2-0 run continues. Scores 5-4. Red leads blue here. We're in set number 2. Red won set number 1. 25-23 was our count. As the blue squad's Carly Pangeris back to serve. Back row toward the middle. Set to the right side. Couldn't quite set up the block. Here's Ava Smith. Finds the corner. Nicely done. Smith comes through with the point to a place where there was no defender. And it's a 3-0 run, and we are tied for the second time in set number 2. We're tied at 5. So Pangeris to serve for the blue team, trying to go to the back row. Dug out by the red squad's Foster. Left side, here's Romero. Double block. Smith was there. Smith is going to get the block. And the 4-0 run, now 6-5. As the blue squad goes up by 1, that represents our first lead change. Actually, our second lead change. Red squad came back to tie it. Blue squad continues their run. Now 7-5. And Pangeris trying to set the left side to Romero. Nicely tipped. Smith was there. Smith in the middle. Trying to tip it over. Had to dig it out at the net. Good battle at the net. Good volley at this point. And a block among those, Paige Hyman and Catherine Engel. So 7-6 is our score. Red squad gets it moved back to them. Far corner. Over the outstretched fingertips. Left side to the right. Going cross court, double block, point scored. Red squad's Romero teams with Delaney Childs. And we are tied at 7. Back row serve. Left to the right. Smith through a double block. Blue will have to reset. Trying to work around the antenna. Back row. Return's going to be long. And the point will go right back to the red squad. at the net. Back row's empty if the red can get it there. Blue squad, far corner. Middle to left side. Romero threw a double block. Worked around the antenna and found an open space. Romero's had a good set number 2. And it's now 9-7 as the red continues its run on the blue squad. Back row. Left side, double block off the fingertips of the red squad. Blue. Trails by 1. Score is 9-8, and into serve will come Emma Parker. One thing about volleyball, Kylie, it is quick. You hardly have time to catch your breath.
Yep,
and you got to be in shape, do you not, to play this game?
Yes, it's definitely more cardio than it looks.
Romero again working around the double block. Up front was Cammie Shear, but somehow the Romero, who stands only 5'8", has really been a big left side hitter and has done the job really well. And the first team to double digits in this one is the red squad. They lead by a score of 10-8. So substitutions are made. How liberal are you with your substitutions, Kylie?
I just think it depends on your squad. I don't think I don't sub that much unless it's going to help us win.
Right side, serve to the left. This time again through a double block and too close to the net. Looked like Jade Shue might have been on the line. Nonetheless, the serve will go back. It's 10-9 is our score. Blue gets the serve. Shawnee Heights product, Avery Willie, who's a defensive specialist, libero at times, headed to Washburn. Served a couple times, in fact, more than a couple times in set number 1. Here's Romero. This time she's lined up on the right side. Cross court, couldn't get the ball over the net. So So 11-9. And Blue serving. Back row. Up front, over the net, set from the right side. Here it comes. Shue, the kill. Tried to dig it out, did Emma Parker. Great effort. But Shue gets the kill, and the score is 12-9. That represents the biggest lead for the red team at 12-9. Trying to work through a double block, through the fingertips, and on the floor. That will be a blue point. So 12-10 is our score. The rotation serves. Looks like Ava Smith is going to be serving. Smith, 3 years on the honor roll, was a 2-time KVA All-Academic selection. And through the double block up front, it's going to stay with Smith on the serve. And once again, Kylie, we emphasize being a KVA All-Star is one thing, but being KVA Academic All-Star, that's another. That's important, is it not?
Yes, that's definitely more important than the volleyball, if not the same amount.
Kill from the right side. In fact, it's kind of in the memorandum for the KVA. Our volleyball players are students first. 12-12 is our score, and we are tied up. It is the fourth time that we've been tied in what is set number 2. The All-Star games, just with the closeness of it, they've been picked very well. That was a setup for Delaney Childs, and 13-12 is our score.
Yeah, I would definitely say that these teams are even, which makes it more exciting.
It sure does. This has been an exciting couple of sets so far. Serve to the back row. Left side, dug out nicely by Delaney Childs. And then digging out his Leathers. Sets the left side through a couple of double hitters. Left side, back row, dug out. Romero in the middle. Blue squad on the return, back row. Left side, this is Haxton, and Haxton's going to get the kill and make it 14-12. As the serve will continue with Childs. Childs is in something called FBLA. She's the vice president of Stuco in the National Honor Society, speaking of academics. And right down the row comes Cammie Shear. She's headed to Xavier, the Sunflower League product, first team All-Stater. And it's 14-13. So the blue squad has moved back within a single point. And back to serve for the blue squad is Brenna Zeller. She's from Rock Creek, which is a 4A school, and she delivers the ace. That unofficially is the first ace of the match. And we are tied at 14. It is a fifth tie of our set number 2 here in this KVA All-Star match, played in Topeka at Whiting Fieldhouse. From the right to the left side, the red squad's Jade Shue with the kill. She has been a prominent part of this All-Star game in set number 1 and number 2. Substituting in, Catherine Engel back in the set for the red squad as Kelly is serving. Back row, trickles it over the net. Right side, set up in the middle, right over the top of a double block. And then to the right side, down the line, dug out by Pangeris. The return, dug out by Romero. Left side, this is Engel down the row. Engel's going to get the kill for the red squad, and the Halstead product comes through the point, and it's 16-14 as the red squad takes a 2-point advantage. Kelly continues her serve. Team captain of her high school team. Left side to the right. Back row. Left side through a double block. Didn't get it over the net. It was into the net. And so 17-14. That matches, believe it or not, the largest lead of this second set at 3, 17-14. Again, we're playing to 25. Must win by 2. Red won set number 1, 25-23. Set to the back row. Left side over a double blocker. Foster digs it out, and then the point. Goes back to the blue squad, and back to serve is Jaden Goldenberg. Jaden Goldberg wants to be a physical therapist someday, National Honor Society, and is in something called heart work at her high school. 17-15 is our score. Then over the net, 18-15. Red squad up by 3. And then checking back in for the blue squad, libero Carly Pangeris. A lot of Carlys, Carly. Carly and Kylie. Left side to the right. Down the line, the return's going to be just wide. And the blue squad will get it back down 18-16. This is a pivotal moment in this match. When you get to double figures and you're about 7 points to the finish, this is a big moment, is it not, Kylie?
Yes, the pressure's on towards the end of the match.
Back row. Right side to the left, down the row. Smith among those on the block for the blue team. Then right side to the left, dug out by Foster. Red's going to get another opportunity here. The trickle down the line, but the blue squad's going to get the point. So blue team back within 1 at 18-17. We've had 2 lead changes in this match. If the blue squad can come through with a point here, it would represent the 6th tie of this all-star match. Right side to the left, Romero. Double block, Smith had her fingertips on it for a moment. Trying to set up the left side again. Romero's going to have to go back to the corner. Does so. Working around a double block from the red team. That was Avery Willie. Right side to left, back row, and nicely delivered. That was the blue squad's Avery Willie. And guess what? We're tied at 18 apiece. Blue squad on a 3-0 run. And we are tied for what is the 6th time in what is set number 2. This is a thriller, is it not?
Yeah, this is, like I said earlier, this is what you want in an all-star match.
And they are evenly divided with 6A, 4A. I'll get those numbers when opportunity arises. Return from the red squad is off the mark. And blue squad gets it right back. They got a timeout on the floor. So that represents our third lead change. Of course, that is unofficial. I wanted to mention while we're in a break here in a timeout that there were Victory Club Awards that were handed out between set number 1 and 2. Victory Club Awards are designed to honor coaches who have reached win marks of triple-digit levels of 100, 200, 300, and so on and so forth. There are 22 coaches in Kansas who are receiving such recognition during this day. Some are being honored for their ability to reach a century mark success level early on in their head coaching careers, and some have reached a mark for their perseverance to serve their athletes and schools over a long time. The KVA is honoring win totals at schools from the 100 mark to the 1100 mark during this all-star match. Kansas coach's all-time win list, that's a good time to lead that. Top of the charts is someone named Gwen Pike of Bishop Miege, who coached 36 years before retiring, 1,224 wins, 239 losses, and 104 wins behind him is Washmerville's Kevin Bordewick, who is being honored tonight for 1,120 wins. Kylie and I were talking before the match about if you win a state championship, you're probably about 45 wins. Is that correct? So is that about right, Kylie? 40 or 45, somewhere in there?
Depending on your record, yeah, right around there.
So do the math. 45 times 10 years is 450. So if you've got 1,100, that's really something. 19-19 is our score. And that represents tie number 7. As the volleyball goes back to right in front of us, as Ella Foster will serve for the red squad as she goes to the back row in the middle. Trying to set up the left side over the double block. Passes from left to right. It was off target. Romero tried to find a teammate in the right side. But the blue squad goes back in front, 20-19. So lead change number 4 as the blue squad's Emma Parker. Parker among those playing a lot of summer ball. Service to the right side, and there's Smith gets up off the ground. Off the floor with a major hammer, and it's 21-19 as the blue squad goes up by 2, and Smith really elevated on that return up front. The two-time All-Stater, two-time All-Tournament pick gets the blue squad up by 2. Right side to the left, and that return just off target. And the blue squad takes a 3-point lead, and that matches. There's the largest lead for the blue squad at 3, but ties the largest lead that the red squad had at 3 at one point. Back row, left side. Tip to the back row. Pengeris is going to try to set up her teammate, and the return from Cammie Shear is just off target. So the red squad will get it right back. So 22-20 is our score. Shu checks back in for the red squad. Engel takes a seat. And back to serve for the red team. This is Neely Leathers. Leathers, headed to Air Force, wants to be a pilot someday. Trying to pilot her team to a win. The serve is in the net. And the blue squad takes a 3-point lead at 23-20. And a familiar face serving for the blue squad. That's Avery Willie. Back row. Foster digs it out. Shu. Dug out again. Foster to Shu. Going to try it again. Back row. Dug out. Set up this time from the right side. Double block. Trying to dig it out. And they get it over the net. No. Point's going to go to the red squad. So 23-20. I love that volley that time. That was outstanding. 23-21 is our score. Romero will serve. She's a bullpup out of McPherson, also a softball player. Back row in the middle, double block, and point's going to be scored. Blue team is going to get it right back. So the blue team hits 24, and it is now set point with Ava Smith out of Valley Heights. She stands 5'9". She'll be playing volleyball at Iowa Western next year, and she serves to the back row. Right side to the left through a double blocker. Blue needs just a point to win it. Left side, double block, dug out by the red squad. Blue squad has it. Trying to step toward the middle. Back row dug out, and that's going to do it. Blue squad gets the point. They win set number 2 by a score of 25-21. So after 2, we're tied at 1 set apiece. We're going to take a break here. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
You up okay? You doing all right? Okay. No, you need to. We mentioned the Kansas coaches all-time list. I wanted to complete the thought. Second among currently active coaches in Kansas is Circle's Shelly Nyberger. Circle is out of Towanda. That's near Wichita. 979 victories. She is 5th overall. Now still active, and now 11th overall is Bishop Carroll's Terry Larson, who is just shy of 800 wins and was also head coach at Mays as well as Mays South. There's a total of 67 coaches, Kylie, both active and now retired, who have posted over 500 wins, which tells me that volleyball has a lot of longevity among coaches. But your win total, you got your century mark, and I have shoes in my closet that are older than you. So, and just to continue, Kyle, I know you're being modest here. So what's it like to get 100? That's a pretty significant number, is it not?
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty amazing. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. And my brother, who
let me pay attention. What is your win-loss record? I know what that is, but you 2-time state champ. So when you were state champ those 2 years, how many wins did you have? Do you remember the win-loss record?
We had the exact same record, 37-5.
Okay, so 37-37 is 74. So and how many years are we at? 5 years already?
For this year will be my 5th.
And there's a really great article if you Google Kylie Corneliuson about her winning state at the age of 26. And I must confess that first time I talked to you, because I'm a scout, I do my homework, and I had to find you, and I thought, now is that a coach or is that one of the players? And you must get that, right? That must be one of you, just like every at state at least. So I won't make that mistake again. But that's pretty common, right?
It's happened a few times.
Okay, all right. Between set 2 and 3, as we're taking the match again. Programs of the year are being honored on the floor. The award is based on win-loss record, but also year-to-year success, improvement at several levels, and professional involvement. And I'll mention sometime during this set, if I can, programs of the year that are being honored. And they're not necessarily state championship team. The vote is based on success, improvement at several levels, professional involvement, and all those things. So the KVA has you have a team of the year, you have a program of the year, you have coaches of the year, you have Hall of Fame choices, and the volleyball. I guess I would call it a sorority, would I not, Kylie? It's a group. You guys know one another when you go from place to place. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess you could call it a sorority.
Okay, well, I will for now. I don't want to offend anybody. The Red beat the Blue 25-23 in set number 1. Blue squad of a Red by a score of 25-21, and we are set for what is set number 3. The Blue squad will serve. And when time allows, as they're already to get into action, I'll give you who are the starters for both teams. They do change starters from set to set, and there are very few. In fact, on my roster, there's only one player. Her name is Brenna Zeller, and, of course, both liberos who are playing all 5 sets. Brenna Zeller is from Rock Creek, so that must be a great honor for her. She's Pitt State bound, and she's playing all 5. So here comes the serve. Red squad, Blue squad underway with Kylie Corneliuson. I'm Mark Ewing. Welcome to Topeka. If you just joined us, 1 set apiece, and the Red squad comes through. Or the Blue squad comes through with the first points. As we reset things for what is ahead. Blue squad serving. Red in the middle. Couldn't quite get it over the net. Hit this side of the net. Point's going to go back to the Blue squad. It is 2-0. Blue squad starters include Kendall Moore from Ellenwood. She's joined by Reese Stuhlstotz from Garden Plain, Cammie Shear from Olathe West, Jaden Stewart's from Greeley County. I'll continue the starters after this point. Do a double block back row, and the red squad is going to score their first point. Also on the starters for the blue squad, Brenna Zeller, that I already mentioned, Emma Parker. The barrow is Carly Pangeris. For the red squad, serving at the moment is Neely Leathers. Leathers to the back row. Do a pair of double blockers. Right side, left side. Return goes into the net, so red squad's going to tie it at 2-all. So we have an early tie in this set number 3. Olivia Zioki from Mill Valley is among the starters. Paige Hyman from Silver Lake. McPherson's Ava Romero is joined by Hayden Meets of Gardner-Edgerton, Halstead's Catherine Engel, Neely Leathers of Olathe West, and Ella Foster from Hayden. She is the libero. Those are the starters. It was set number 3 and a 2-2 tie here in what is set number 3 of this KVA All-Star match. Right side through a double blocker. Dug out nicely by Zioki. And then the return goes out of play. Point will go to the red team. It's off the fingertips. So it was out of play, but off the fingertips. The red squad continues their run. They're up 3-0 run, and our score is 3-2. Back row. In the middle. Double block at the net, and there was the 6'1" product from Mill Valley. She's headed to Northwestern State in Nacogdoches. Did I say that right? In Louisiana?
Yep.
And I'm sure you're excited for her.
Yes. Very excited to watch her college journey.
An outstanding high school player. But high school and college, that's a jump, isn't it? When you go from the high school level, no matter how good you are, all state, all league. Tell me what the difference is between the high school and the college level. What do you notice first?
Well, I think the number one thing is you're going from being one of the best, and now you're with the best every day. So really competing every day because, wow.
Red squad, Hayden Meets. But you're right. That was a college level spike, was it not? 5-3 is our score. As Zioki back to serve, that's who we're talking about. She's a Sunflower League first-team All-Stater, All-Tournament at state. From the middle, over the outstretched hands of a pair of blockers up front, and then over a double block back to the back row. Blue side from the middle, goes to the back row. Trying to get it over the net. Block was there from Kendall Moore, but the whistle blows, and the home team, which is the red squad, leads by a score of 6-3. In set number 2, that represented the largest lead. The red team, which won set number 1, the largest lead was actually 8 points at one. It was a one-sided contest until the blue made a rally, which they have at the moment. So the blue squad back. So programs of the year as the ball goes back to the net. In 1A was Hanover, Coach Melissa Hawley in 1A. 2A, Valley Heights. Coach Susan Steinfort was the program of the year in Class 2A. Those are the winners that were honored between set 2 and 3. I'll get to the other 4 classes. And when I talk about trickling over the net, that did a little balance effort. And blue squad is going to keep the serve at 6-5 at the moment. So a little conversation, communication between the red squad. I see Neely Leathers talking with her teammate, Paige Hyman from Silver Lake, trying to decide the middle or to the outside. And meanwhile, while that was going on, the blue squad's Brenna Zeller, who's a basketball and softball star and had 30 aces on the year for her Rock Creek squad, makes it 6-6, and serve goes to the blue squad. So we do mention that our camera's having a little bit of trouble, a little bit of technical difficulty, but stay with us. We'll at least tell you the score. Home team goes up by a 7-6 count. So it's a 1-point advantage, and we'll get that straightened away, and we will continue with our live web stream. 7-6 is our score. Through the middle, double block. Back row. Right side to the left, here's Engel. Engel gets it over the outstretched fingertips of Zeller. And 8-6 is our score. Serving the red squad, Hayden Meets out of Gardner Edgerton. Served the left side through a pair of double blockers. Right side to the middle, back row, double blocked. Red squad gets another opportunity, but couldn't quite clear the net, so make it 8-7. As the blue squad will take it right back. 8-7 is our score, set number 3. Red won set number 1. The blue squad won set number 2. 25, the best in Kansas, on the same floor, same time, in this Whiting Fieldhouse Arena here in Topeka. Serve to the back row, through the middle, couple double blockers. Right side, deeply return. Angle, dug out by Pangeris. Foster trying to find a teammate, does so, back row. 8-7 is our score. Left side, cross from left to right, and we have our camera back in order and things just in time to get Catherine Engel on a return down the line through a couple fingertips. 9-7 is our score. Red squad stops the run, and the serve will be returned, and this is Reagan Widener. I mentioned she was the 2025 Kansas Volleyball Association Player of the Year in Class 2A. So both 2A players from 24 and 25 are on the floor. So now score goes to 9-8. So substitutions are made. No B team here, no junior varsity. This is all-star, all-league, all-state group of players who met this morning at 8:30, probably for some of them for the very first time, and are playing in a really high-level caliber match here. This return gets through the fingertips of Hayden Meets, and 9-9 is our score. So we are tied for the second time in this set. We were tied at 2-all, now tied at 9-all. As the blue squad's Brooke Doyle. She's from McPherson, her GPA 4.188. She's a KVA all-academic star. Not from Engel, nicely dug out. That was a powerful kill. Foster. Return. Foster has to dig it out once again. Got a fingertip on a couple of red players. Then working around the antenna. The return is going to be long, and the point's going to go to the red squad. They're the first hit double digits here. Our score is 10-9. So the rotation puts Ella Foster back at serve. And among her accolades, she was the lip sync battle champion of the year. I have to ask her about that sometime. Right side to the left. Through a double block. Foster tried to dig it out. Blue squad got the point. Celebration on the other side of the net, and we are at 10-10. So among the interesting honors, and there's a bunch of them, I think lip sync battle champion rates as the #1 non-volleyball related award. 10-10 is our score. Blue squad serving. Back row, that was tough. Zioki put some spin on it. And part of that 2024 state championship bunch. Serves the winner at 11-10. You got to be proud of her the way she's playing. She's been a factor.
Yes.
11-10 our score. Back row, serve. To the middle. Thought about the serve. That's kind of tricky. What do they call that in volleyball? Instead of setting it up, you go ahead and take it. What's the
setter
idea?
dump or a setter kill.
Setter dump or setter kill. Reds up 12-10. Return from the blue squad. Cammie Shear, her grade point average, speaking of impressive, 4.57. Used her smarts to pull her blue squad back within 1. It's now 12-11 here in set number 3. We're going to play off 5. That's the deal. Here comes the serve. Back row. Middle. Zioki threw a couple of blocks, and we're tied at 12. And that, folks, is our third tie We're at 12-12. Largest lead was 3 points. Parker to serve. Serve is long. And Blue has a 1-point advantage at 13-12. With Leathers serving. Back row. Set up in the middle and nicely done. That would be a dump, would it not?
Yeah, and really those two, number 11, Brenna and Neely, are both really, really, really good at that when they're in the front row.
So that's the fourth tie. We're tied at 2, tied at 9, tied at 12, tied at 13. And again, it's a battle to 25. 3A Team of the Year was Silver Lake, Coach Sarah Johnson. 4A, Topeka Hayden, Coach Corrine McGreevy. The Program of the Year being honored on the floor in between sets 2 and 3. I still have 2 classes left. And what a up in the air Leathers or Hayden Meets went high that time, and their turn not going to get there. So the Blue Squad takes the lead at 14-13, and that is a lead change. Willie to serve. 3-time all Shawnee County pick. Left side, in the middle, trying to chase it down.
Wow,
does so,
great up.
nice return. Left side, point is scored by the Red Squad. Great hustle, though, by the Blue Squad to keep that alive. Tied for the 5th time, 14-14, and here's Zioki to serve. 238 kills last season for Zioki. Return to the back row. Left side through a double blocker, digging it out, Pangeris. And then in the middle, that was Kendall Moore. Moore, who's already on campus at Emporia State, went in the spring, along with her teammate-to-be, which is Jade Shue. And her Ellenwood squad went 47-0 en route to the state championship. 15-14 is our score. Blue Squad leading and up by 1. Blue Squad serving. Return was into the net. And that's an ace. That's our first ace delivered unofficially. And it goes 16-14 Blue Squad. Whoever wins this one is going to go up 2-1 as we're tied at 1. Very competitive match. Really, really high entertainment. If you love volleyball in Kansas, you are having a good one. This shot left side to the right, and that was Hayden Meets. But what a setup. It looks like those two have played together forever.
Yeah, that was no block or dig was stopping that one.
So the Red Squad is going to get the serve back. There's Meets. She's also a triple and long jumper. You know, state championships for state track and field were just last Saturday. They're very entertaining. And there's another ace. So just as I said, there's only one ace. That becomes the second one. And we are tied at 16. That's our 6th tie. There's been one lead change. The Red Squad can take the lead and be the second lead change unofficially in this set. Back row, tip toward the middle, and the Blue Squad is going to take the lead at 17-16. That's lead change number 2. So Blue Squad, which lost set number 1 here, can make a little run. Substitutions are made. Blue Squad's Brenna Zeller. Back row, dug out by Pangeris. Willie into the net, couldn't get it over. And so the home squad's going to get the serve back, 17-17. Not that long ago, you had to serve to get the point. Back in a day, more familiar with me than you, Kylie. Back row, 17-17. Trying to set the left side and Engel. Engel goes to back row. The return is going to be long. And 18-17 is the score. 5A, Bishop Carroll and Coach Terry Larson named as the Program of the Year. And in 6A, Blue Valley West and Coach Jessica Horstick named. as the program of the year. Those honors being given between set 2 and 3. Also more honors being given. And we'll get to those between set 3 and 4. Meanwhile, 18-17. Back row and nicely done. The Reds' Paige Hyman from Class 3A Silver Lake. She stands 5'10". She's going to major in law someday. National Honor Society pick, FCA, a journalist, 203 kills on the season. And we are tied at 18. Back row, Blue Squad. This one's going to be in. So Blue Squad's going to get it right back. And we have our third lead change, 19-18. Blue Squad with a 1-point advantage. And here's Reese Stuhlsatz from Garden Plain, basketball track star. And we are tied at 19. As the serve goes back, 8th tie so far. Back row dug out. That's going to be an ace. So Engel delivers the ace. It's ace number 3, 2 of them by the Blue Squad, two of them by the Red Squad, one of them by the Blue Squad. And the first team to 20 is the Red Squad. Double block. Trying to set up Zioki. Meanwhile, the dump. So I'm borrowing your phrase there. Neely Leathers, and it's all tied up at 20 apiece. Hey, thanks for the phrase that I'm borrowing. I'm going to use that moving forward. I'll always remember you, Kylie, when I use that moving forward. Always looking for a phrase, but you volleyball coaches have your own version of French. So I'm just trying to speak the same language you guys do. Good finish here. 20-all is where we're at the moment. So we're headed toward another thriller. The first two have been exactly that. And Zioki delivers the kill. She rises high above the net to deliver a kill where a defender wasn't, and it's 21-20. That was right out of your playbook, was it not?
I wish I could say I taught her that.
I think you did. 3-0 run for the Red Squad. They're up 21-20, and that is 4th lead change as substitutions move in. Back row dug out by Pangeris. Her counterpart, Foster, and then right in the middle, the Blue Squad's Kendall Moore, the track softball star, the president of the National Honor Society and Student Council, comes through with a riser. And it's tied at 21 apiece. Tenth tie, 21-all. And here comes Willie with the serve. Back row, this is going to be wide of the mark. And the red is up 22-21. This serve goes into the net. We're tied again. Make it 22-22. I'm going to run out of space for the number of ties that we've had. That has tie number 11, 22-22. And my jersey number was 22. I just want to point that out. Just kind of came to mind. So it is my favorite number. We'll see what happens here. Right side to the left. Through a couple double blockers. Nicely dug out by the back row of the Blue Squad. Then a tip over a couple outstretched fingertips to the middle. Trying to get it over to the left side. The return's going to be long from the Blue Squad. The red is going to get it back. So critical time in this set, 23-22. And I'm wondering if either team's going to call a timeout here, 23-22. So far they haven't. Left side to the right. Red Squad trying to find a place where the defenders aren't. Through a double block. It's kept alive. Foster digs it out. Here's Engel. Engel back row. The return is in. And the Red Squad is going to move to set point. 24-22. Red Squad leads blue. We need to win by 2, does the red team. So the pressure is on the Blue Squad. Serving for the red will be Hayden Meets. Meets serves. Back row. Got to get it over the net from the back row. Not going to do it. Willie's returns in the net. And the red squad will win this one by a score of 25-22. The red leads the blue 2-1. Time for a break. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
The KVA is recognizing the 6 state volleyball champions who are crowned in the fall. They include 6A's Blue Valley and West Lady Jaguars under Jessica Horstick, who won their 3rd state championship. 5A, St. Thomas Aquinas Saints coach under Sarah Eikenberry won their 10th state title and their 2nd in a row. From 4A, Andale Lady Indians won there for the 2nd time in program history. Their coach is Scott Johnson. In 3A, Silver Lake, the Eagles of Silver Lake. Coach Sarah Johnson led the program to a 9th state title in school history. 2A, Ellenwood's Lady Eagles under Coach Greg Maxwell won the school's 1st state championship. 1A Division I, Little River Redskins under Kim Roll for now 4-peat champions. They earned the state title for the 5th time. 1A Division II, Hanover Lady Wildcats under Coach Melissa Hawley won the 5th state title in program history. Again, the KVA recognizing the 6 state volleyball champions. And Kylie, you've had the honor of winning back-to-back state titles. It's a lot easier to be the hunter than the hunted, isn't it, when you're defending like that?
Yes, it's the pressure. Everyone wants to beat you, and it's really impressive what Little River did to win 4 state titles.
So alongside Corley Corneliuson of Mill Valley, who's won 2 back-to-back state titles, and you were saying 4 in a row, that's tough. But it hurts 2 state titles for the coach, 23-24. Now in season number 5. And again, I'm Mark Ewing. Glad to have you on board with us as we go to set number 4. The red squad leads by 2-1. And regardless of how things turn out in set number 4, we are going to play 5 sets here in this KVA All-Star match. On the floor for the red team, which is nearest to us for set number 4. The starters will be Paige Hyman for Silver Lake. She'll be joined by Ava Romero from McPherson. Jade Shue from Emporia will be on the floor. Elise Haxton of Ellsworth. Stella Kelly from Washburn Rural. Delaney Childs is from Nickerson. And the libero is Ella Foster. Meanwhile, for the blue team, on the floor, Avery Willie from Shawnee Heights. Kendall Moore is one of 2 players who will play all 5 sets. I mentioned just one player, but that's not true. Kendall Moore from Ellenwood will also play all 5 sets. Reese Stuhlsatz from Garden Plain on the floor. Brooke Doyle from McPherson. Jaden Goldberg of Blue Valley North is on the floor, and Rock Creek's Brenna Zeller is, again, one of 2 players who will play all 5 sets here. That's your starters, the blue squad, and the libero is Carly Pangeris. Let me mention the coaches once again. David Schuler is coaching the blue squad. He's assisted by Nicole Jones of Manhattan. Allie Snap from Rock Creek is an assistant. And then for the red squad, they're being coached by Crystal Bontrager from Holton. She's assisted by Amy Bott of Lynn, and Hayes' Shannon Funk is an assistant coach. Meanwhile, we're getting set to go here in set number 4. And again, these roster players, nearly all of them are all staters. In fact, I was willing to say all of them are all staters. Of course, all of them are all league picks. Many of them KVA all academic picks, and the honors are many. Meanwhile, the blue squad wins the point. So the blue squad will get the first serve. In that last match we just played, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ties. There were 4 lead changes. The biggest lead was 3, and there were only 3 aces delivered. And you mentioned, Kylie, it takes a while for them to just get to know one another, but they seem like they've been playing together for a while instead of just a morning. Pretty impressive look, would you say?
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly they find connections with the setters and the hitters.
Our first tie comes early. We're tied at 1. Red squad will get the serve right back. It's Ava Romero, who someday wants to work in sports management. Her serve is an ace. So there were 4 aces in set number 1, just 1 in set number 2, 3 in set number 3, and the first ace is served as it's now 2-1. Right side, Shu. Can't stop that one, and nicely done, 3-1. As the red squad goes up by 2. Serve goes into the net from Amaro. And blue squad is back to within 3-2. So let's talk about the KVA just a little bit, Kylie, while we have a chance here. Gathering place for coaches in the Sunflower State. Among the items they are responsible for include preseason and season rankings. So let's start there. You have to communicate your numbers, and that's a really good thing for the media, of course, but a good thing for rankings, would you not say? I think that's a really good thing. That's important, though, and part of your responsibilities.
Yeah, I think our state does a really good job of utilizing max preps and really showcasing, who the top teams are week by week.
Blue squad couldn't quite get it over the net. So red squad will continue their serve. Selection of all tournament teams at state. All state teams and coaches of the year also picked by the KVA. Got to be a member of the KVA. Left to the right, and the return is long. Point's going to go to the blue squad. So 4-3, make it 5-3. And blue squad will substitute a pair, including Emma Parker from Olathe Northwest. McPherson's Brooke Doyle up front. And as Kylie mentioned, recording of statistical leaders and submitting to Max Preps, all academic recognition. Point is scored, make it 6-3. And here's Shu, Jade Shu, 4-time KVA academic choice, part of her student council at Emporia High School. Served to the back row in the middle, and nicely done. That was Brooke Doyle. It was crowded up front, but the McPherson product comes through. She had 332 kills on the season, but her passing mark, it was 97.6%. So let's talk about that, Kylie. So in order to complete a successful pass, 97.6, that's almost off the charts, is it not?
Yeah, that's a really impressive number with some superior precision in her passing game.
So in order to do that, the pass, or just like we just saw a pass, there has to be successful. The player that receives it must be successful in getting it either over the net on a kill or another pass to another teammate. Is that
Yeah, typically
correct?
you have a 1, a 2, or a 3 pass, but to have that mark is pretty impressive.
6-5 is our number here. Willie serving for the blue squad. And back row, Delaney Childs, track star, 4.0 GPA. She's also had all league honors over 2 years in the CKL, the Central Kansas League, Nickerson product, 3A. 7-5 is our score. And serving is Jaden Goldberg. That's Ava Smith. No chance to get to that. That was a perfectly set up play for Smith, and she delivers the kill, scores at 7-6. So blue squad gets it back. Largest margin of victory was 4. Blue squad won set number 2, 25-21. Otherwise, the set number 1 was a 2-point margin and a 3-point margin in set number 3. Again, red leads blue by 2-1. 7-6 is our score here. As the blue set to return here. There's timeout on the floor, at least briefly. But to continue the thought on the KVA as we wait for the serve, selection and administration for this all-star event is part of it, and then the KV Hall of Fame selection. The Kansas Volleyball Association has a website devoted to promoting the sport and recognizing outstanding student athletes who love to participate in volleyball. The KVA website is ksvolleyballassociation.com. That's ksvolleyballassociation.com. From the left side, double block setup. Blue's going to have to chase it down. 7-6 is our score. Red leading blue. And now Romero. Back row, going to have to dig it out. They do so. Another opportunity for the red squad. Romero, left side. Back row, return is going to be long. It's going to go. Actually, it's going to stay with the red squad because they hit a couple of fingertips. So Foster's back to serve. 8-6 is our score. And back row. Couple double blockers. Dug out. Here's Romero again. This time successfully through the double block. Red squad goes corner to corner. Romero in the middle. Dug out nicely. Trying to get it over the net. Have to do it here, and they do it. Dug out by Willie. Shoe. Back corner. The return. And red squad continues their serve. 9-6 is our score off the back row. In the middle, this is the kill from our left, her right. High return, too high in the net. And Romero's return puts it in the net. Blue squad is going to take it right back. So substitutions coming. Back 1-2 substitutions. And into serve for the blue squad comes Zeller. Zeller had 882 assists on the season, which is 10.02% average. So he's a double-digit setter. 9-7. Dug out by the red squad. Point, I hit that antenna. And the first team to double digits in what is set number 4 is the red squad. It's now 10-7. So here comes Kelly. Return's going to be into the net. And blue squad makes it 10-8. And keep in mind, we're playing 5 sets regardless of the outcome of each. The first 4 to 25, the fifth goes to 15. And we will play regardless of the count of sets. The idea behind that, of course, is to let everybody play. It's an all-star match. So let's give everybody some playing time. Scores 10-8 now. The red squad leading the blue, blue serving. And the serve goes into the net. So make it 11-8. Romero serves. It's going to be an ace. Second ace for the red squad in this match. It's now 12-8, and that is actually the largest lead here in what is set number 4. The largest lead of the match was 8 points set by the red squad in what was set number 1, but the blue put on a really terrific rally to get it close to the end. Here's Smith. Get the double block, and the double block goes right back on the blue side of the net, and that was Shu on the return. 13-8. Lead is now 5. For the red squad, who's trying to pull away here. Romero serving. She's a bullpup out of McPherson. Back row. In the middle. Double block. Got out of the fingertips of Romero. It's going to go back the other way. So the blue squad breaks the run. It's now 13-9. And back to serve for the blue squad is Carly Pangeris. The serve goes into the net. It's going to go right back. So 14-9 is our score. Red squad serving. That trickled over the top of the net. Back row, red trying to add on to it and into the net. So that time make it 14-10. And blue squad is serving now. Number 4 is Reese Stuhlsatz. Had a garden playing. Return. That's Shu. She's been a standout. And the score goes to 15-10. And the red squad quickly gets back to serve. Shu's impressive. She stands 6'1". She's a 1,000 dig, 1,000 kill kind of player. That is a veteran when you have a high school standout like that in your lineup. As the service short, and that is ace number 3 for the red squad. Have you had some 1,000 players in your time?
Yeah, a couple, but I mean, that's really impressive to get both of those milestones.
Timeout on the floor. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
It's okay. So back we go. 16-10 is our score here. The red team leads the blue team. Alongside Kylie Corneliuson, I'm Mark Ewing. Glad to have you watching this event from Whiting Fieldhouse in Topeka. Of the 25 All-Stars selected to play in this KVA game, and selected because of their achievements, but also on positions they play, classifications, collegiate plans, and availability to participate. Shu serving for the red squad. The lead is 6. And at the net, right side to the left. And it trickles over the net. Give the blue squad the point, and they stop the run. It's 16-11. Time for the blue squad to make a rally, and substitutions are made. Coming in, Elise Haxton from Ellsworth, who will play at Neosho County. It goes back behind the server's line to deliver for the blue squad in this KVA All-Star match. The squads were selected and then divided into 2 teams made up of red and the blue. As Shu on the dig, tried to kill it, double block. And the point's going to go to the blue squad, the red squad. So make it 17-11. The 6-point advantage matches the largest advantage. And Haxton serves it into the net. So blue squad will get it right back. But the division of the teams was based on making the teams competitive and not on geographic location of the schools they played on. That means it's not north versus south or east versus west or large school versus small school. It's everybody combined. They've done a great job. I am really impressed with, aren't you, the way they picked the teams. They did a great job.
Yeah, it's definitely not a hard task to do, but I think that they did an excellent job this year.
18-12. And it's been great for the fans on hand to watch competitive volleyball. As Ella Foster to serve from behind the back row. Her serve is an ace. So the red squad has 4 aces in the match, and they lead by 7. That's the largest lead. It's now 19-12. By the way, the tallest player on the floor is Little River's 6'2" Erica Feldman, who's playing for the red. There are 4 All-Stars listed at 6 feet 1 inches tall as that serve goes into the net. And the score goes to 19-13. Meanwhile, the shortest player is 5'4" Ella Foster of Topeka Hayden. I mentioned that, Kylie, because I think you can probably relate to 5'4".
Yeah.
Or are you 5'3", 5'4.5"? You ever notice
we'll say that.
Everybody's 5'4" wants to be 5'4.5". I realized that. I'm at 6'9" frame. I realized that long ago. 19-13 is our score. Make it 20-13. So the first team to 20 is the red squad, and they're up by 7. So the 5'4" Ella Foster, she's also the athlete among the 4 student athletes who call Shawnee County home and had to travel the shortest distance to be here. It's not much when you live in Shawnee County to be here in Topeka. This KVA All-Star game has been played traditionally here. Shu just down the turnpike, and Emporia comes through, and the score is 21-13. It is an 8-point advantage. And that, folks, is the largest lead for the red squad. It leads the blue squad by a 2-1 margin. Kelly to serve. And backside, Foster had it for a moment. Got off her fingertips. It's 21-14. The blue squad, which has gotten the serve the last 5 times, make it 6 times unofficially, has not been able to follow up with a point. So they've gotten the serve, but the red has gotten it right back. So they take the serve down by 7. Foster, right side to left, Shoe, back row. You have to chase it down and get to it. They do so. Nice hustle by the blue squad, and they keep it in play. Right side to left, Romero. Saved by Pangeris. Left side, Shoe on the block. Gets away from a couple of teammates who collide on the back row. And Haxton, who wears number 9 on her jersey, they're going to take just a moment here to look like she might have sprained her ankle. She's getting up slowly and a little bit gingerly. I think the collision there was a little bit of a surprise. We'll see if she's okay. And the coaches for the red squad, Amy Bott, Shannon Funk, Crystal Bontrager, are asking if she wants to continue or take a break. I don't know, when you're an all-star and you're all-league and you're playing an all-star match, I'm not sure you want to take the break, but the blue squad gathers on their side of the court. So we talked about the team that had to travel the shortest. The furthest journey likely taken by Greeley County's Jaden Stewart, who had to suit up for the blue team, Greeley County out in western Kansas. And so a substitution is made, but not officially a timeout. Injury timeouts are different from timeouts on the floor, but gets a nice hand from the crowd that is assembled here at the home of Washburn University. In the middle, blue squad, red squad, Foster did a great job of digging that out. And there's Shoe again. So Shoe is a tough customer. Make it 22-15, 7-point advantage.
Foster's defense has really been impressive.
She has been a standout. I don't know if they name all-stars of the all-star match. They give out a lot of awards. Not sure if that one, but she's a candidate. Romero's serve is long, so the blue will come back with it. Of the 6 coaches who are named, it is interesting to note that 4 of them are alums of the schools they are currently coaching at. I'll chronicle that in a moment. Serve to the right side and in the middle. Red squad's Stella Kelly tried to come up with it. The red coach, Crystal Bontrager, coaches Holton. She graduated in 2003. Her assistant, Shannon Funk, class of 99. Serve. Doesn't get over the net, scores 23-17. Red squad gets it right back. So Shannon Funk, class of 99 from Hayes. Blue coach, David Schuler, Jeff County North, graduated of school in 81. Allie Snap of Rock Creek, 2016 graduate of the same school. Return is long, so right back to the blue squad. Some coaches, I won't name anyone particularly, Kylie Corneliuson, choose to coach at the rival school instead of being at the school that...
Yeah,
how'd that work out?
That wasn't the plan, but
yeah,
some things are unexpected.
You're no longer invited to homecoming. That was the deal. That was decided a long time ago. Blue squad to serve. They're down by 5. 23-18 is our score. From the middle to the left side, working around the intent, and a kill is nicely made. That was a tremendous return from Hayden Meets, who's going to major in diagnostic medical sonography, which is as complicated as it sounds. You got to be a brain to do that. She's going to go to Washburn University, 24-18, and this is set point. Shoot a serve. Smith working around the intent, and nicely done. And Smith keeps the hopes alive for the blue squad as it's 24-19. Substitutions coming in. Up by 5, the red squad needs just 1 point. The blue squad with Jaden Goldberg, who's got 43 aces to her credit in a single year. That's got to be one of the high numbers. Serves it into the net, and it is over. Red squad beats the blue by a score of 25-19, and we have come to the end of the 4th set. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
From Whiting Fieldhouse in Topeka, I'm Mark Ewing alongside Kylie Corneliuson. We just saw the red squad win by a score of 25-19 over the blue team. The 6-point advantage was the largest advantage in our 4 sets so far. So the red team has won 3 of the 4 matches so far. Remember, we're going to play a 5th set. We're going to play to 15. So Whiting Fieldhouse was opened in 1929 until 1984 was the home of Washburn University's men's basketball, later the women's basketball, as well as the volleyball team. The school's football locker room and weight training facilities are also located in this building. It was renovated to also include a practice court, and this KVA All-Star event is being staged here because Lee Arena, which is just adjacent to this facility, it's about 100 yards away, is undergoing renovations. I think they've done a nice job of the facility. It's been intimate, it's been loud, and I think that's what you want from an All-Star match.
Yeah, you know, you don't want an empty arena for the All-Stars, and I think this is perfect place for it.
The KVA, in addition to performance on the court, is recognizing the same in the classroom with Team Academic Awards for 2024-25. To be eligible, the teams have to a minimum cumulative grade point average between 3.3, that's 3.3 on a 4.0 scale. The listing of the winners are on the Kansas Volleyball Association website at ksvolleyballassociation.com. That's KS Volleyball Association, one word, .com. The KVA emphasizing that players are students first and athletes second. So when you gather your team for your preseason match or preseason practice, what do you tell them about academics and how important that is?
Yeah, you know, I think that is always the first topic. If you got to get it done in the classroom before you even worry about winning a game.
And I always thought the discipline that comes from playing on a team always carries over to the classroom. And obviously, I think that's really, really important. I think that's a message that the Kansas State High School Activities Association really enunciates, and it's great that the Kansas Volleyball Association does the same. So here we go. Set number 5, blue is going to serve. We're going to play to 15. This is going to be a shortened match here. And back to serve for the blue team is Emma Parker. She's out of Olathe Northwest. Zioki up front with a block. Zioki making her presence felt. Now, I will tell you, for the red team, the coaching staff, Bontrager, Bott, and Funk, they told me that they were going to pick their starters based on how people were playing. The blue team, however, does have a set of starters. I'll get to those names in a minute. Serve coming. Blue squad. Off the fingertips. So the blue squad will tie it at 1 apiece. So let me try to, when the things move so quickly sometimes that it's difficult to get that all in. But back to serve is Jaden Goldenberg. So Avery Willie is joined by Kendall Moore of Ellenwood. Olathe West Cami Shear is a starter. Brenna Zeller has started alongside Kendall Moore, all 5. And then Emma Parker for 5. 2-1 our score. As the red team comes through. I hope you've enjoyed the match. I certainly have enjoyed working with Kylie Corneliuson and her insights on the Kansas Volleyball Association and all these players. The ace is delivered. And the red team, which had 4 aces in what was set number 4, come through with their first here. And it's now 3-1. As the red team starting to exert a little bit of muscle over the blue squad. As another ace is delivered. But the big thing about all-star matches, Kylie, you want everybody to play and have a good time, have fun, have a memorable experience.
Yeah, it's obviously, you know, all these kids want to win, but it's about the experience of playing in an all-star game at the end of the day.
And the third consecutive ace just delivered. That's a rarity. 5-1 is our score. All right, here's a volleyball question. We got timeout on the floor. Meanwhile, we're going to take a break with timeout on the floor. You're watching the Kansas Volleyball Association All-Star Match from Whiting Fieldhouse at Washburn University in Topeka, courtesy of 810 Varsity.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.
So 5-1 our count here. The red team and the blue team are back on the floor here. 3-1. Red team leading the blue. Blue would love to win this short one at 5-1, but they trail by 4. trying to turn it around for them, trying to work around the antenna. Nice effort by the Blue Squad's Kendall Moore. And then there's Willie Foster in the middle, trying to set up Engel. Engel back row, nicely blocked at the net. Another opportunity this time for the right side, and the kill is made. Red Squad's Reagan Widener, who had 45 aces, 340 kills, and 40 blocks on her state championship season with Ellenwood.
The red team is really starting to pull away here.
Starting to exert themselves by a little bit. Now they just turned the serve over, so 6-2 is going to be our score. Back row, red team. Engel, left side, blocked the net. Smith has checked into the ball game. Ava Smith out of Valley Heights, and she's working the middle right here. Going to try to set up a double block. Blue trying to change the momentum around. Backside, right to left. Back row from behind. That's right. Nice little dink there as Hayden Meets scores the point. Point's going to go 7-2. So we talked about the team. 8 of them from 6A, 2 from 5A, 5 from 4A, 5 from 3A, 3 from 2A, 2 from Class 1A, and 2A state champion Ellenwood has a representative on both the red and blue squads, as does McPherson and Olathe West. But get this, Olathe West tandem of Cammie Shear and Neely Leathers, it is the first time they have faced against one another. They played together since when? They were 10 years old. So what a story as those two end their high school careers playing against one another. Shot from the blue squad, at least a return from the blue squad, lands and make it 7-3. So blue squad with back-to-back points, closing the gap to 4. The lead was as many as 5. It was 6-1. Pass from the middle to the left side, and there's Shue. She is dangerous in the middle. Should try to set up Smith. We'll see what the blue team wants to do. Meanwhile, blocked by Smith. To the left, back row, trying to keep it alive. It hits off the banister. That's in play. It hit off the stingents on the top. I'm not sure what we call that, but that one bounced in play. It's in play 8-3. Have you ever had that happen? Where the ceiling's low enough?
Yeah, and it's a matter of if it bounces off the ceiling the right way or not.
Yeah, off those guardrails. I'm not sure what the name is. Ace is served. This is ace number 4. Red squad, 9-3 is our score. Again, this one, first one of 15 gets to take this. The Sunflower League has 3 players on the red, 2 on the blue, total of 5. The Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League has 3 players. Centennial League has 3, all on the red squad. As the blue squad works, trying to work through a double block, but having no part of it. Hayden Meets there again. Eastern Kansas League has 2 representatives on the court tonight. And you mentioned one of your stars headed to Iowa State, probably would have been a part of this. 10-3, first team to double digits. And 10-4 is our score. So it's going to go back to the blue squad. Blue squad trying to find some rhythm. By the way, they pass out awards at the end. Before we go off the air, I'll mention who they are. The Flo Hyman Award, Joan Lundstrom Award, Don Bouchard Award, Most Inspirational Player Award. I will mention every single award. And, in fact, if I get an award, I'm going to mention that too. I don't think my name's on the list, but 11-4. Kylie, I had to make you laugh. You know, and I think I was successful. 11-4 is our score, 7-point advantage. And you mentioned it, the red squad trying to flex its muscle here, trying to win this one going away. As to the left side, double block is made. And someone who's been really, really good as she started set 1 and set 3, the red squad's Hayden Meets, who's back on the floor. 451 kills on the season. She's a 5-rotation player, maybe a 6-rotation player. I think there's no such thing as a 5-rotation player, but I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, she can do it all.
12-4 is our score. Red trying to close the door here. Shue, back row. Dug out by the blue team. Zioki, blue team. Smith digs it out. Back row, Engel. Trying to set up Zioki. Goes to Meets instead, but her return is long, so the blue squad is going to keep their hopes alive. Scores 12-5. And the serve rotates back to Carly Pangeras. She's played, all those liberos, Foster and Pangeras, have played the entire deal. So good for them. Showed their physical fitness levels. Right side, Shu. Tried to work around the blocker, did so nicely. There's Smith. Smith into the double block. Point's going to go to the red squad. Zioki was their squad, 13-5, and that represents the largest lead. For the red squad, who's trying to close the door, checking into the ball game for the red squad, comes Reagan Widener. Central Prairie League undefeated state champs. Back row serve by Leathers. Leathers digs it out. Point's going to go to the blue team. So Shear gets credit for the kill, score 13-6. And here's Ava Smith to serve. Smith, one of the standouts since she was a freshman, has been to 4 state tournaments in her volleyball career and more in basketball. This cross-court return is by Smith. Right side through a double block. Zioki was there. Zioki's going to get another opportunity. Back row. Zioki on the block. Another opportunity. Back row trying to dig it out. Point's going to go to the blue team. And for a rare occasion, Blue's going to get back-to-back points. 13-6 is our score. Blue squad. Smith to serve. I think they need to adjust the score. I think it's 13-7, but the officials on the far side of the court are clarifying what's happening there. And we're getting some clarification. So I guess we call it the down judge. Is that correct, Kylie?
Yeah, the down referee.
Down referee saw something. Smith checks out. 14-6 is our score. That means the point was awarded to the red squad. I thought it was 13-7, but 14-6 is our score. So this is match point. Hayden Meets to serve for the red squad. They need 1 point to nail this fifth set. Already up 3-1. And here's Meets, high drama coming. Blue squad needs a point to keep it alive. Set up to the middle through a double block, and it's over. Zioki puts it away, and the red squad will win set number 5 by a 15-6 count, a 9-point advantage, and the red squad is victorious in set number 5. And as you mentioned, Red started to pull away, didn't they? They were a team that really put their best players on the floor and really came away with the championship. So comment about what you've seen tonight. What do you think?
Like I said earlier, they were really evenly matched teams and a lot of talent, and it'll be exciting for all the high school coaches to watch all of these kids go on at the next level.
All right, so let me mention the winners before we take off here. Flo Hyman Award, or Flo Hyman Scholarship. The winner is Stella Kelly of Washburn Rural, was named in honor of one of the pioneers of the sport. He was an Olympian, transformed the college game during her days at the University of Houston before passing of Marfan syndrome in the mid-'80s. The winner of the Joan Lundstrom Award of Excellence, awarded in honor of the longtime Lawrence High coach, who was the first inaugural KVA Hall of Fame class. The award is being given to Hayden Meets of Gardner Edgerton, who played for the red team. The Don Machard Award, named after a gentleman who was an outstanding promoter of volleyball in the state of Kansas, passed away from cancer in 2008. The recipient of that award is Avery Willie from Shawnee Heights. She played for the blue team. And then our fourth award, the most inspirational play, the Judy Bellamo, I hope I pronounced that right, is Ella Foster of Topeka Hayden. And the most inspirational player is named after the 23-year-old U.S. national team member who passed away from a rare genetic reaction to anesthesia. And congratulations to those 4 winners: Stella Kelly, Joan Lundstrom, Avery Willie, and Judy Bellamo. The award goes to Ella Foster of Topeka Hayden. So last comment from you, Kylie. I look forward to seeing what you guys have in the fall, but it's been and a great summer. I know, and you had a camp already.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me join you. And
Well, you certainly the star of the telecast. There's no doubt about that.
No.
There's no doubt about that. I've really enjoyed working with you, and volleyball's a great sport. Probably doesn't get enough attention, but here's a way that we can showcase this event for the state of Kansas. And, man, the 25 that are on the floor today, whew, what an outstanding group.
Yes, for sure.
It's been a busy day for our Kansas Volleyball Association All-Stars. Coaches reported at 7:45 this morning. These players are at 8:30. 2 practice sessions, one for each squad. Proceeded at 1 p.m. banquet, which is then followed up with a 3:30 photo shoot. The Flo Hyman Scholarship interviews with the award being passed at the moment were conducted during that hour. Warm-ups for the match for 30 minutes. And, man, what a day it has been. With that, we come to the end of our telecast. We take a moment to acknowledge some key folks that made this possible. KVA directors Gina Clark, who is also the head volleyball coach at Garden Plain High School. We extend our thanks to Washburn University and head coach Chris Herron and his support staff for their assistance in making tonight's match a success. The executive producer of our telecast has been Chad Rader of 810 Varsity. Our production director on site has been Weston Wurzberger. The final from tonight's All-Star match, the Red wins it 25-23, 21-25, 25-22, 25-19, and 15-6. For Kylie Corneliuson, this is Mark Ewing saying thanks for watching, and so long, everyone, from Topeka.
21-25, 25-22, 25-19. After being named as the first Kylie Corneliuson,
This is Mark Ewing saying thanks for watching, and so long, everyone, from Topeka.
When the league folded, Delano took her talents to the beach where she made an immediate impact. But her dream was to be part of an Olympic team, and she joined the U.S. national team. This award is presented to the All-Stars who best demonstrates these qualities. The 2026 Most Inspirational Award recipient is the Red Team's Ella Foster of one of the All-Stars will be receiving the 12th annual Don Bouchard Volleyball Award. Don Bouchard was a longtime member of the Kansas Volleyball Association and an outstanding promoter of Kansas volleyball. In 2008, Coach Bouchard passed away after a long, hard-fought battle with cancer. Coach Bouchard loved the game of volleyball. He admired the athlete who displayed citizenship, positive leadership, sportsmanship, and tireless work ethic. The KVA dedicates this award in memory of Coach Bouchard and the characteristics that he admired as an athlete. The 2026 recipient of the Don Bouchard Volleyball Award is the Blue Team's Avery Willie of Shine High School.
Appreciate that.
How do we sound? It sounded good in my ear.
Thank you for your attendance tonight and support of the gathering of men's volleyball and regular junior. This concludes our activities for the night.
My Team Gear. Are you needing custom apparel for your team or company? I'm Steve Mertens with My Team Gear, and we'd love to take care of you. Check out our website at myteamgear.com for more information. My Team Gear, a Factory 233 company, your source for custom apparel.